Hi, and welcome to another lesson with Master Everyday English. Many of you have commented on my other videos about wanting some practice with telephone conversations. So in today's lesson, we're going to look at telephone conversations and specifically making a telephone call to get car insurance. So that means making a telephone call to speak with what they call an insurance broker. That is somebody who can find car insurance for you. So the first thing I want you to do is look at this list of vocabulary. This is the useful vocabulary we'll need for a conversation about car insurance. Now you've seen those words, let's match the key words, the useful words, with definitions. Coverage. Coverage is the amount of protection that the insurance company will offer you. That means how much the insurance company is prepared to pay if you have some kind of accident with your vehicle. Premium. Your premium is how much you have to pay the insurance company for the services they provide. Policy. Your policy is basically your contract, what you are paying for, sort of written down in a legal contract between you and the insurance company. Broker. A broker is a person who works often independently to search different insurance companies to try to find you the best deal on your insurance. Claim or file a claim. If you have an accident and you need to go to the insurance company to get money to pay for the accident, that's called a claim or filing a claim. At fault. At fault basically means the person who created the accident, the person responsible for the accident. Liability coverage. Liability coverage means the insurance company will pay for the other person in the car accident. That means they'll pay for any injury to the person or any damage to their vehicle. Liability coverage in your insurance policy is normally broken into two parts. Bodily injury liability. And that just means that the insurance company will pay for the medical costs of the other person in the accident. Property damage liability. Property damage liability just means the insurance company will pay for the repairs of the other person's vehicle. Medical payments coverage. Medical payments coverage means that you're paying your insurance company to cover or to pay the costs of any medical bills that you have. Uninsured motorist coverage. You might have an accident and the other person in the accident, maybe they don't have insurance, so you can't get the money to pay for the repairs to your vehicle or for any medical costs you might have. So uninsured motorist coverage basically pays if the person in the accident, the other person, does not have car insurance. Physical damage coverage. There are two parts of the physical damage coverage. Collision. Collision coverage covers the payment for any repairs to your vehicle if you're in a car accident, other than collision or comprehensive. And this basically means that the insurance company will pay for the repairs of your vehicle if anything else happens to it. If a tree falls on it, if something happens and it's on fire, it's in a flood, any other accident outside of a collision with another car. Personal injury protection. This coverage pays for you and your passengers. It will pay for the medical bills if you're in an accident. The important thing about this is that it pays for you if you are at fault or not. Roadside assistance. Basically, roadside assistance just means if your car breaks down, the insurance company will pay for a tow truck to come and collect you and the vehicle. Rental reimbursement. If you're in a car accident or something happens to your car, you'll probably need to rent a car while you wait for your car to be repaired. And so this rental reimbursement, the insurance company just pays for the rental car. Liability limits. With your insurance policy, you will have liability limits. Basically, there will be some things that the insurance company will not pay. Out-of-pocket expenses. In a situation where there's a severe accident, then there's a possibility the insurance company will only pay a certain amount and they will expect you to pay the rest for any repairs or if you need to buy a new car. So those expenses that the insurance company won't pay are called out-of-pocket expenses. Coverage deductibles. A deductible is an amount of money that you agree you will pay in the case of an accident. So, for example, you might agree with the insurance company that you will pay the first $500 in the case of an accident, and then they will pay the rest. Now, with deductibles, the more you're prepared to pay first, normally the lower your premium will be. So, if you only want to pay $200 if there's an accident, then your premium normally will be higher. But if you say you'll pay $2,000, the first $2,000 in an accident, then of course your premium will be a lot lower. Now let's listen to a conversation. The conversation's between a customer looking to buy insurance and a car insurance broker.
Hello, Everyday Insurance Brokerage.
Yeah, hi. I wanted to get a quote for car insurance.
Sure, I can help you with that. What sort of coverage are you looking for?
I'm not sure. This is my first car in the United States.
Okay, well, let's go over some key points. All our policies provide personal injury protection up to $10,000, but you also want collision and comprehensive coverage for you and your vehicle. And then there's also liability coverage, and this is important because it covers you if you're at fault in an accident. Can I ask if you're looking for full or partial coverage?
Well, it kind of depends on the price. What do you recommend?
Well, I recommend definitely collision and comprehensive coverage at the minimum. And then you really want liability coverage, the most you can afford on your policy. I should also mention the state of Florida allows you to choose other coverage, such as medical payments, uninsured motorist coverage, and then roadside assistance or rental reimbursements. So there are a lot of different options for you to choose from.
Okay, yeah, all of those sound good.
Now, I agree that they all sound good. Your premium will be significantly higher though if you add all of them. But what we can do is we could have a higher deductible that you would need to pay, and then we'll be able to lower your overall premium. Do you have a car already?
Yeah, I'm in the process of buying one now.
Okay, well, let's take some details and we'll be able to see what we can do.
Now that we've studied some vocabulary, we've listened to the conversation, now let's talk about some really key information you'll need when you want to buy car insurance in the United States. Another great video that I've produced that has a lot of information about driving in the United States is a video about what happens in a police stop. So if you're interested in watching another video, then click this link or check out the link at the end of the video. What information will the broker ask me for? The first thing they'll want is your personal information, your age, your address, your social security number, your driver's license number. They'll also want to know about your driving history. That's any accidents you've had, any speeding tickets, parking tickets, citations, anything like that you've had in the United States. And they'll want information about the vehicle. They'll want to probably know the age of the vehicle, the type of vehicle, how often you use the vehicle, the mileage of the vehicle. They might want also the registration details for the vehicle and what they call a VIN number that you can find, I think it's in the windshield or inside the door on the car. And they might ask you for some other just general details, like if you're a homeowner in the United States and if there are other people who will drive the car as well. How much does car insurance cost in the United States? Now, I don't know, but I looked this up and Forbes magazine says that the average price, the average yearly price for car insurance is around $1,600. But of course, that's going to depend on a number of factors. Of course, it's going to depend on the vehicle. Again, the age, the mileage, the style of the vehicle. If it's a small vehicle or if it's a big truck, of course, that's going to change the price. Other factors might be if you've had accidents before in the United States. Also, how much deductible, as we spoke before about deductibles, how much deductible will you pay? How much coverage do you want? So do you just want the basic coverage that covers your liability? Or do you want all of those other things, the roadside assistance, the uninsured motorist coverage? And then finally, they're going to look at you. So they're going to look at your age, your gender, how long you've been in the United States. And this is going to change and vary between states as well. What do I do if I'm in a car accident in the United States? This might be different for different states. I live in Florida, so I'm going to tell you what are the normal steps you take if you're in a car accident here. The first thing, of course, is to check to just make sure everybody's okay. If you've had a car accident where you have collided with another car, of course, the first thing is to check everybody's okay in your car, and also then, if everybody's okay, to check to make sure everybody's okay in the other car. The next thing is, if the cars are not too badly damaged, is to try and move them out of the line of traffic. That means move them to the side of the road if possible. The next thing is you have to call the police. For you to make an insurance claim, the insurance company will expect a police report. If your car is not too badly damaged and you can drive it away, okay. But you might need at this point to call a tow truck or a towing service to come and collect your vehicle. The next thing, and the most important thing, is now to exchange information with the other driver. There are a number of pieces of information that you need to collect. Firstly, you need the name and the address of the other driver. You need their insurance company name and their policy number. You need their driver's license number and the license plate for their vehicle. You need some information about their vehicle. What kind of vehicle? What color vehicle? Is it a car? Is it a truck? And you need to document the location of the accident. So exactly where did it happen? Also document the accident. If you have your cell phone with you, take photos of your vehicle, take photo of the other vehicle. If there were any witnesses you can speak to, get the telephone number from a witness. Try to get a copy of the police officer's report at the scene of the accident. And finally, most insurance companies will tell you that if you're in an accident, you shouldn't admit that you were at fault, because the insurance companies want to decide that themselves. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, please click to subscribe.